Good evening, guys. It's 4:36 p.m. Today is Wednesday, 4/20/2022. So ES, Tesla earning today, Netflix earning effect from yesterday. For today, Globex high 68.75 is important for sellers to defend. Consider yesterday's up move. We will favor buyers as long as price is above today's Globex low. Below Globex low, only reactionary long allowed up to yesterday's low, and reactionary shorts were also allowed. So basically I am saying below Globex low, which was 29.33 area, below that both reactionary long and shorts are allowed. Above that area only longs can be favored, no shorts. See, above Globex low, try not to take any short unless price is getting exhausted way higher up and day is not like trend day up, then only you can take shorts, right? Entire 45.20 to 44.66 is technically a garbage range, and both parties could be active in that range. See, now here I am changing a statement also. Here I am saying above Globex high, technically you favor longs, right? But above this area also, same time I am saying it's a garbage range, and both parties could be active. So you have to be extra careful, and follow days internals and other markets. See, so I'm giving you both the stories now, how complicated it is right now. And you can see today was the result. You can see literally above 66, right? Sellers defended it, right? So that is what going to happen now. Similar to ES, NQ also has the same thing. 13,250 to 14,500 is a garbage range. So even though let's say NQ goes above 250, it's going to run into that garbage. Actually is it 13,250 or 14,250? Hold on, let me see. 14,250, okay, not 13,250. It's my mistake, because 13,250 is way down, right? So I cannot say 13,250 to 14, like 1500 area is a gray area, right? So it's a 14,250, okay? Yeah, that was I was thinking. So this is 14,250. And so you can see that today it went above 250, but immediately both parties active. See that sellers defended it, right? So today also similar to ES, NQ also above dream numbers favor longs, above Globex low favor longs, below you can do both reactionary shorts and long, all this thing you can read through it. It's a pretty much same thing as ES, Russell, it's all about these areas. So Russell basically held this 40 long above 37, right? So Russell held 37 and price went higher, right? So Russell was good today. It did not do like ES. Dow held above this area and above this area. So Dow has a buyers in it, Russell has a buyers in it. ES also has a buyers in it because it did not go below Globex low. It did not even go below 45, right? 44, 45. So ES has a buyers in it, Russell has a buyers in it, Dow has a buyers in it. It was only NQ that down move came from nowhere. The way it happened, it was a garbage down move. It just did not. I had an idea for that, but it was probability wise it was only 10%. 90% was price will supposed to go higher. Okay, so I'll explain. Crude and gold, no trading today, right? So dream numbers are 66, 133. You can draw a line at 66 and 130 and you can see how price reacted it. This was a naked dream number which definitely started the down move today. I was not expecting this thing to even create the down move that fast, but anyway, so that was a dream number. You can see the dream number touch right here to 64. See that? And boom, somebody just decided to fade the dream number big time. And so this move, this entire box, I was not expecting the way it happened. I was expecting up to up to certain points, like up to here, that's it, based on yesterday's up move, and the way it was bouncing yesterday, it was trend day up, strong one, so but then it just sliced through it, right? So something was off today, and then it is going to recorrect these things. That's why I put this note here, going above, more buyers, right? It was a pure algo driven moves today, set of programs that clicks in based on this down move. They basically fade VWAP. This is what you can see literally here, VWAP, see, it's all VWAP. So if price goes above it, it's gonna go higher and correct itself. This down move was garbage today. It gave me a hard time today. Just these things. Usually I don't have this kind of days, where I go against my rule and keep adding. See, if you see this thing, I will be honest with you. So I went long here, went long here, went long here, went long here, went long here. I did not give up, because contextually I'm a contextual person, and when this algo driven moves happens, right, 90% of the time I am right. That means if I trade against it, it will go in my direction, because contextually it is supported. I'm not blindly going long or short. Okay, but anyway, today it just sliced through it while ES was holding it. Yes, this down move was expected all the way up to 60s or 56, but then I was not even expecting that much in ES. NQ I was only expecting up to this point, right? But anyway, because of NQ, ES also went down. Internals were entire day up, pretty much. You can see AD was entire day up. This AD was entire day like a strong bullish internals. This one entire day above zero line, right? So buyers were there, but somehow this things was driven by 100% algos. So anyway, so that's why no shorting. I just took a long. I keep adding at the right levels, because with the way it happened, it has to pull back, and it did pull back, right? So here I got break even and I was out. I actually added more here, right? And then I break even out here. Here also I gave an option intraday to users that you can even short at 150, but not here. 150 is a good short. Those whoever took it, they got a benefit. I did not take a short. I was only supposed to take longs today, until as long as price holds above Globex low or this morning low. If it breaks below it, then yes, you can short it. But you can see by the time internals were still holding, they were diverging it, right? So there is no point shorting with this move, going with the price, because it was against these internals, and they were holding quite good, right? They were not liquidation kind, or not even near liquidation kind. So that's why you can see this bounces. So let's say if you, after seeing this breakdown, right, and you try to short it, immediately you build out, you stopped out. Then again you try to go long, immediately you are down, right? So after this point onwards, I said in Discord, day is screwed up now, you can't go long because of this down move, and you can't go short because of this internal. So the day is screwed up basically. You can't do anything, and you can see it literally. If you are not careful, you get screwed both ways, right? So here, by looking at this going above dream number, you think, man, it's gonna go long now, let me go long, and then you got screwed. Then here it's supposed to go down. Here, look at this, right? See, again it bounced. Somebody shorted here, they got screwed. See that? And then again it tried to go higher, right? So basically it was like doing failed breakdowns. Here it did a failed breakdown, here it did a failed breakdown, here it did a failed breakdown, right? After looking so many failed breakdown, because of this internals, it was doing that. You will be afraid to go short now, right? But then still short worked out, right? Randomly, I would say, right? And then again, finally this breakdown happened. Now you are thinking, man, let me go short and hold it, and then immediately pop back up. Now you think, okay, let me go long, right? So up to here, any point you go long, immediately price goes down. And then finally it went here, you think, oh man, it's gonna go to moon, and it cracked down, right? See here also, finally, if you look at this in isolation, right, then by looking at this, it was a great down move. Looks like it's gonna follow through it, right? Because AD was also down, right? See, it's going down, right? But the day was screwed up, so you can't trust this move. And look at this, next thing, reversed on you. See that? Here, by looking at this, you think now it's gonna go up to at least this point, right? And look at this, down, right? At this point, you think it's gonna go down now because it took out this low, and finally now it got a rejection from this VWAP. Brain number is gonna crash because again this thing is going down. Next thing up. See that? So that's why when I say day is screwed up, you really don't wanna trade. See, I stopped my trading right here, right? I did not try to gain profit today. I have zero profit today in NQ. ES I made some, but NQ I had a zero profit. So there are only few days where I don't make any money, but that's fine. I didn't trade it to recover or anything, to cover some profit. No. See that? So now this was a short here, right here, and then right here also. But then you bail out here and then done, no more trading. Now, and ES, I went long along with NQ at 60 here, and then I held it because the way ES was coming down, the momentum was not weak. It was still holding around zero line. AD was also good. Yes, it was trending down, but it was holding, a good territory here. So I held it. It went against me like NQ. I held it. Finally, but in Discord I said it will at least go to 72, 74, 76 area somewhere, So finally I went out here, So ES I got money, but then NQ I did not because it was break even. So really there is nothing else to talk about here. ES I can say, ES was supported by buyers and internals. So ES has a lot of buyers in it, definitely. So does Russell and Dow. It was only because of NQ it couldn't go higher, and somewhat the importance of this two board area, So if ES goes above this two tonight or tomorrow, it is going to go higher. And at that point, if NQ is going above this 170, it is going to go higher. As long as NQ is below 180, or 180, 170, seller still has a chance. And they better now keep it below it, right? Because of this today's move. There are a lot of sellers in this area, right? So if it goes above all these things, definitely buyers will take over. At that point, if ES is higher above this two area, they are going to go higher and higher. And once they started going higher, it will be more trouble. But intraday, we will start favoring again buyers. But we have to be careful in taking profit. We have to cut it when we see any warning sign, because now about this, it will enter into the garbage area. And both parties will be active. Same thing goes with NQ also. It's going to be tougher going forward. And so ES, there is no trade here, because I don't like to trade in this ping pong garbage thing after 11, especially. So, and you can see it's just, not following. Even though this thing was keep hitting plus 600, at the same time it was hitting minus 600 too, right? So there is really no direction. So that's why I don't like to talk about it, At least in the morning it was fine, but then it's a garbage. And then finally we had this breakdown, right? So all these circles you see here, price supposed to go down, but it did not because of internal. See here also, it was not supposed to hold this level after this intraday breakdown, right? But still it held. See, because this thing was not supporting of this down move. Otherwise, looking at this, it should have easily flushed down, right? But look at NQ also, it bounced. See, so it was all pure garbage crude update today. And that be all for today. I'll see you tomorrow.